And welcome to Suns TV, coming to you from beautiful Sanctuary Cove, home of the Sanctuary Cove International Boat Show, which just happens to be on next weekend. We'll show you some boat show action a little bit later, but first, let's talk footy. The Gold Coast Suns are getting ready to host the Western Bulldogs at Metricon Stadium this afternoon, and we've got all the intel on how they plan on taking the Doggies down. Coming up, we put the focus on dreadlock defender Jack Hutchins. There's talking tactics with Bluey McKenna, favourite Suns, grassroots footy, and a whole lot more. You're watching Suns TV. Each week, we'll put together a collection of Gold Coast Suns highlights, and we want you to nominate your Host Plus Quality Performer of the Week. It's easy. Jump onto our Facebook page, choose A, B, or C to be in the running to score yourself an awesome Gold Coast Suns merchandise pack. All thanks to Host Plus, the people to get in touch with if you're looking for a quality industry super fund. Time now for Suns Gold.
Handball possession.
Well, Zach didn't really want to kick, but he had to in the circumstances. Lynch went once, went twice, and on the third attempt, he might well have kicked a great goal. They do have some talent, some big men talent. It's just a matter of how long it takes before we see it explode, Spud.
Well, they've dominated the start of the game, and Zach Smith, Abbott's had the 6, and the ball's been in there 7 times, and you want reward for effort. And on that occasion, it was the big guy that did it on his own. It was just a magnificent bit of play there from Tom Lynch. You had to look around. The key to his play there, he batted up, he had a look, no one's on. Okay, I'll take it upon myself just to kick the ball along the ground. That is a very good goal.
To Hall, they start to pump it through the middle again. Shaw on the fly, could have gone to Brown. He goes long instead to Lynch. The bounce, well, he just let it go. Another long goal. Oh, that was nasty too.
Give another free kick. Going to give him another free. It was a good long kick though. That's gone straight down the middle of the ground. Yep. And again, you've got game sense from James Seller. You've got to know where the dangerous space is.
Hall, again, has caused them some concern. Prestia, good disciplined team kick to position, and Bennell, who was right involved where it all started, finishes it off.
And a good kick around the corner.
Seller's got to be strong in the contest here. The amount of time the ball's hit his hands and dropped free.
Indestructible. If I get lost, I know I'll find my way home. 'Cause when you're looking through these...
Did you know Jack Hutchins was destined to become an elite swimmer before joining the Gold Coast Suns? Well, you're going to learn a whole lot more about him. He's this week's player feature.
Started swimming in Mansfield, just at the local swimming club. There's a little 33-metre pool that I used to swim in, and it was all just sort of a bit of fun. In year 9, that's when I started to get sort of more serious. I started to train more with the Haileybury Waterlines swim club, and I went to a few states and a few nationals from there. So I don't know, I just loved swimming in the water, and I was always happy in the water, and I think that just came out in the swimming. Footy was almost the same thing. I always started with Oz kick and sort of under 10s, under 12s, and sort of always played all the way through. You know, swimming and footy, they always sort of conjoin to do the swimming in the summer and then footy in the winter. There were stages where people were saying, "Oh, you're going to have to choose at some stage," but you know, I think that what worked best with me is actually I actually enjoyed trying to do both for as long as I can at a high level as well. And I got to the stage where it was just at the end of my year 12 year, and Scotty Clayton came up to us and said, we're offering you a contract up on the coast, and I sort of really couldn't say no, but I did it right up until then, right up until the end of my year 12 year. My debut was our first win.
And here's the first gamer taking the mark, Jack Hutchins, the former swimmer, who competed against Eamon Sullivan and co to have a crack at a World Championship berth for Australia, but gave it up. They're playing well at the moment, the Gold Coast. Matera.
Playing your first game and have the clubs first win in history. It's something they can never take away from me, so I'll cherish that for a long time.
Ever AFL win, and it's one we will never forget.
Hey, you're watching Suns TV!
Now, if you're coming out to the boat show, make sure you settle in for a feed at one of Sanctuary Cove's great eateries. They're all a part of the ever-changing taste of the Gold Coast. Now, speaking of a bunch of lads that rarely leave a plate empty, this is Favourite Sons, brought to you by patron partner Southport Sharks.
G'day Suns fans, it's Jesse Lonergan here. We're just going to nip around the club and see who's the most high maintenance player at the club. So let's go have a look. Who's the most high maintenance at the club?
Definitely Smitty. He's always popping pimples in the mirrors and looking at his hair. Looking after himself, and he's always going into coaches looking for a bit of a G up from the coaches. He's just always in there hogging the massage tables, and the big panda, he's just always about, isn't he?
The most high maintenance player at the club is Zach Smith. He's always doing his hair and working on his pearly whites, trying to get his smile out there. But he's always popping his pimples in the mirror, so it takes forever. He's always the last one being called out before we run out. So yeah, Zach Smith.
I think the most high maintenance person at the club is definitely Jacob Gilby. Always doing his hair.
Jacob Gilby's definitely the most high maintenance player at the club. I know from experience, I live with him, and he does a lot of weird things.
Trying to get his teeth right, his looks, and he doesn't have much going for him, so that's probably why.
Today he's not here because if you just take a look over here, you'll see a few boys have said a few different things. He's stung by a bee, he misses his girlfriend, Claire, and he's sick, and he's got a broken hand. So, we don't know. He's a lot of things going on his plate. So, he'd definitely be the most high maintenance player.
Oh, thanks, Suns fans. There you go. We'll see you next week.
The Gold Coast Suns now have even greater access to live in-game scores, team and player stats, and the latest club videos, all from the touch of a button. The official GC Suns mobile app allows you to watch the latest goals, match highlights, and the post-match media conference direct from your phone or tablet. And if you live for Dream Team, we've got you covered. You can even vote for the best Gold Coast Suns players after each round. The 2013 Gold Coast Suns app is absolutely free and available by searching Gold Coast Suns in the iTunes App Store.
Talking Tactics brought to you by ASAP Glass, the people to call when your glass is cactus.
Big day for this young football club. Their first victory in Melbourne, their first win at the famous MCG. It certainly won't be the last.
Yeah, not too fussed about the margin, but I just think it was good to break the duck, if you like, in Melbourne and certainly at the MCG. Ultimately, in time, when you get your opportunity in September, that's where those games, count. And I thought the boys' intent from first bounce to last bounce was pretty super.
Brennan tries to fend off Dunn. Viney slipped the first part, not the second. O'Meara, love the way he moves, gets it to Smith, and there's the quick answer, but give it to O'Meara. Second goal for Smith.
Well, we talk about prodigious young talents.
The way we want to move the ball, there's no sort of end point, if you like. That has to be one person. I think, through the history of the game, we've had some superstar full forwards, if you like, in Tony Lockett and Jason Dunstall, those type of players. And they're obviously superstars, and that's why they are. And clubs and coaches then sort of run a game plan through those type of players, whereas, you know, I think with our list, where it's developing, we're going to have multiple options going forward, and that's certainly the way it's panning out, and that makes it very hard to stop. But yeah, I mean, we much prefer Charlie playing, of course, because he's such a target for us forward, but, you know, Tom Lynch, some of our smalls, Aaron Hall and Fish Material when he came on started to get busy, and then obviously Campbell Brown coming back into the side after a 6-week layoff, you know, 3 goals and probably had a hand in another couple.
And that is straight. Couldn't get much more through the middle. Look at the joy for the Suns.
You know, really rapt to be back out there and pretty fired up too. So yeah, if I carried on a little bit for a regulation goal, it probably wasn't ideal. But mate, that's what was the feelings from me.
Doggies, well, they got a fantastic with Will Minson in form. You know, he's giving them first supply at stoppages. They do that very well. They also stop the opposition very well around stoppages too. So, you know, I think you know, the work of Zach Smith and Charlie Dixon, you know, so far this season's been excellent. But yeah, those boys are going to have to be at their best, and certainly our smaller players. At their feet, our midfielders are going to have to be, you know, bringing their A-grade game as well, because they've got fairly dynamic players in Griffin and Cooney. Liberatore's in good form. You know, we know it's going to be a cracking game. It's going to be a quick game. You know, and as I said, we just need to get in and own that footy for as long as or more than what they do.
G'day, I'm Anthony and you're watching Suns TV. Go the Suns!
Suns TV is proudly brought to you by our presenting partners. City of Gold Coast, inspired by lifestyle, driven by opportunity. Dreamweavers, hosting a function and want to make a lasting impression? Let Dreamweavers bring your event to life. Gold Coast Tourism. Venture into the Gold Coast's endless playground and enjoy a break with a difference. Find your fun at visitgoldcoast.com. One of the great things about being an AFL club is having the opportunity to make a difference in the community, and that's something our club gets very excited about.
Yeah, it's a no boundaries program. Just going to the schools and talk about just seeing how the kids are going, especially mainly the Indigenous kids, and just see how the school's tracking along.
1, 2, 3, Suns!
When I was growing up, I sort of didn't have many football players or anything like that come to my school and do programs such as this one. So I know I get a buzz out of it doing it, and I'm sure the kids get it as well. School attendance is really important, and just a healthy lifestyles and stuff like that. And no boundaries have grown down to the Gold Coast now. We're visiting the northern schools, and I think in the second semester of school we're going to start visiting the southern school.
Marlon's the best club I've got. We're going to sign the book. Thank you.
I think AFL in general is still growing as a sport, especially here on the Gold Coast. So I think it's pretty important to start something and hopefully just make a good pathway for the young.
If a free Suns membership sounds like a great idea to you, then check out this from Origin Energy. Simply switch to Origin and they'll kick in up to $200 for your 2013 Suns membership. And if you're already a member, you can switch to Origin and they'll kick in a rebate up to $200 on your Origin Energy bill. It's all part of the Origin Energy Big Kick-In promotion. For more info, terms and conditions, call 131 850 or jump onto originenergy.com.au/AFL.
Our mates at Ticketmaster can not only hook you up with great seats at Gold Coast games, they've also got their finger on the pulse when it comes to do with anything entertainment. So here's this week's Entertainment Fix.
Here's something a little different to do in far north Queensland. It's called Underground Opera. Whether it's in the Capricorn Caves or an underground mine in Mount Isa, Underground Opera is a unique experience for any opera lover. And Ticketmaster's the place to go for all your underground opera information. If you're planning a visit to Victoria, don't miss the Melbourne International Jazz Festival. Running from May 31 to June 9, it will be chock-a-block with cool jazz cats from both here and overseas. Finally, Live at Your Local is bringing Aussie music icon Daryl Braithwaite to the stage all through June. Yep, he'll be hitting up the Racecourse Hotel and the Hamo and be busting out all his hits, including the horses. So that's the way it's going to be, little darling. Oh, that was shocking. And that's this week's Entertainment Fix, thanks to Ticketmaster.com.au. Whether you're a full-blown boatie or just want to see how the other half live, the Sanctuary Cove International Boat Show is a spectacular way to see the latest and greatest in the boating world. The 25th Anniversary Boat Show runs May 23 to 26 at Sanctuary Cove on the Gold Coast and will celebrate the past as well as look at the future of aquatic entertainment. Not to be missed.
Still to come, part 2 of the Jack Hutchins player feature. This is Suns TV. The Gold Coast's most loved footy venues are great locations to host your next function. We can easily host 30 people or 30,000. Skill Park and Metricon Stadium both offer unique spaces tailored to suit any event. You want pies? You got it. Fresh seafood? No problem. Oh, and did we mention the view? With award-winning caterers, the unmistakable surrounds, premier function facilities and diverse spaces, we will make your event one to remember. Visit stadiumfunctions.com.au for further information.
Last year was pretty difficult to sort of keep going through. I'd have some sort of injury and I'd sort of work hard to get my spot back, and then I'd sort of go down with another one. So it was real repetitive and sort of frustrating. But I mean that's part of life. That's football. You sort of got to just sort of, you want something, you got to sort of keep at it and stick with it. Some weeks I'm playing up in the ones, and then sometimes I'm playing back in the twos, and it can be frustrating at times because obviously you want to be in that one side the whole time.
Yeah, that's all right. Just have a look. We'll have a look at it again, see what happens again. Just know she's been good just in a couple of contests, just getting the ball to us. Oh, please, Humpy. Great job, Aussie.
The mental side of things is good to sort of try and keep a cool head and not get too frustrated with it. Just sort of try to see the overall picture and things. Mental side of swimming is huge. To be able to sort of not get sort of too overawed by things and keep relaxed and calm, and then when you jump on the blocks, it's just game time, switch on, ready to go. That's what I really enjoyed, that aspect of swimming. You sort of say the same thing to footy, but that's a good thing, sort of working out what works for you, how you can relax, and then how you can switch it on when you need to.
Hutchins inside 50, steps inside, likes his chances, runs to 40 and kicks a wonderful goal for the Gold Coast Suns. They've got their noses in front.
And Gaza to King 4. Now, if you want to get some screen time for your footy club, just send us some info, pics and videos, and you could get a Guernsey on Grassroots Footy.
To celebrate National Volunteer Week, we'd like to recognise two champions. Janie McCulloch, who's just been named Female Coach of the Year for coaching both female teams and junior boys sides, including getting the Ipswich under-14 boys to the grand final in her first year. And Sharon Webb, who's the treasurer for Caboolture Junior Footy Club and a foundation member of the Olimba Juniors and Olimba Sports Recreation Association. Well done, ladies, and thanks for going above and beyond. Also, congratulations to the Countryside, who knocked off City in the Darling Downs rep game 13-11-89 to 9-14-68. And remember, it's not too late to play junior footy in the Darling Downs. Just hit up the clubs tab on the AFLQ website. Remember, if you want to highlight your club's events and performances on grassroots footy, all you got to do is send us information, pics and video, and we'll do the rest.
Well, that's another show all wrapped up. Make sure you get involved in the game day conversation right now. We love it when you smash our Facebook and Twitter feed. Make sure you use our game day hashtag, of course, which is AFL Suns Dogs. I'm Jess Skarratt. I'll see you next time for more Suns TV. Go the Suns. You!